Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? What's going on out there? All right, let's get to it. It's a Friday night, and we have, for the second time this week, another edition of As the SWAC Turns. Let's start with Southern University. They have a head football coach, and he is not a stranger to the program. So if you were on the Marshall Falk train, it has left the station. Jason Rollins is your man. He was the safeties coach and special teams coordinator for the past year under Dawson Odoms. Of course, we all know Coach Odoms now at Norfolk State. Rollins announced today as the interim head coach at Southern University.
You ever heard of a dream coming true? This is a dream come true. To stand at this podium, to be announced as the head football coach at Southern University. So I'm living proof that dreams can come true.
So this will be interesting. There has been a big dialogue online. There's a team that really likes the high-profile, big-name hires. There's another team talking about the fans, you guys, that are all about the guys who have come up through the ranks. Now, Rollins has been a little bit of everywhere. He has an extensive resume, so he fits that description to the T coming up through the ranks. So it'll be interesting to see how he does this year. And if he gets a shot as the full-time head coach, might be in the same situation that Dawson Odoms was in at the beginning of his career. All right, what else do we have going on in the SWAC? Well, we got somebody that's sticking around the league, a different team, though. Geremy Hickbottom announced on Twitter today he's the former Grambling quarterback who opted out halfway through the spring season and then went into the transfer portal. Well, he has landed at Bethune-Cookman University for his final year of eligibility. The Wildcats coming into the SWAC this year. Hey, they had a starting quarterback that exhausted their eligibility, so a pretty good match, right? And I know you're already thinking, when do they play Grambling? November 13th? I think they'll have a pretty good idea on the scouting report, maybe. I don't know. A lot of things can change between now and then, but a real big storyline, and congratulations to Hickbottom. Great athlete, good quarterback. We'd love to see him stay within the HBCU universe. He has landed at Bethune-Cookman University. And on Saturday, we're going to decide a champion. Alabama A&M taking on UAPB at a neutral site in Jackson, Mississippi. Both coaches ready for the big game.
Focus always been on winning championships, and we got a chance to do that. Of course, Glass was a young quarterback. His first year, I think he threw 4 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. But, like I say, it's not rocket science. You got to play the people's strengths, take what the defense give you, and that's what we've been able to teach Glass, and then help him out with some pocket things and touch. He was throwing the ball through people's chests when I first got here on slants, every route. And so we had to teach him how to take something off it. It's a time to throw it hard and time to lob it in there. And his progression of just learning our offense and learning defenses, exactly what they're trying to do and where we want to go to the ball. And that's where he's at. He asked the other day, Coach, in this defense, where you want me to run this to? He said, you want me to run it to the overhang? Yes, that's the exact answer, right? Run away from the overhang. So he has a great understanding now of what we're trying to do, and we have him on the same page as the coaches are. And I always tell people, the key to having a successful football team is to get your team to understand the game the way you understand it. The coaches on the sideline always know this defense or this offensive formation, what they're about to run. That's good, but you got to get your players to understand that. And once your players understand, okay, they're in this formation, they're going to run one of these 2 plays. Now you got you something. Now you're cooking with grease. So that's where our program is right now. Our guys understand what's going on both sides of the football the way the coaches do.
Being a former quarterback, it might sound crazy, but I put the game on our defense, and I tell those guys that I guess it might be the old school way of thinking that you win championships with defense, but I still believe that, and those guys got to play well. And I at times will go slide a sticky note in on those meetings and tell them, hey, here's what can happen, and here's how you affect this and how you affect that. And I think they've gotten tired of me doing that. So they've but we got a great staff. We got John Bradley, Josh Jones, Deion Robeson, Jackie Cooper, and even Quentin Smith. Those guys do a good job. And I think well, matter of fact, I don't think I know I could tell it here. I slipped Bradley a note this morning in the staff meeting because they probably locked the defensive meeting room door. So I got him in the staff room. I said, hey, here, take this one for, and so he took it. They're really receptive, but I try to stay out of their way, but they know what the mindset is. And from even 19 to now, I changed the mentality as far as, I just told them, here's what we need to do. And here's how we need to play this game. And here's how you can affect some things. But it's a big time challenge this week. And because they do a lot of different things, but they're able to do a lot of good different things because they got good players. When you got good players, you can do a whole lot. And and they got a good trigger man. So it's going to be a big time challenge.
We'll have much more on Saturday's game here at HBCU Game Day. We have boots on the ground. Our good friend Lute Williams from the Black College Sports page, and sometimes a contributor here at HBCU Game Day, along with Stephen J. Gaither. That fellow's down there as well. So we'll talk to those guys on Saturday after the game and see how it all goes down as the SWAC turns. We'll see you guys later.